What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and I'm here to tell you about my a couple of YouTubers that I admire, and to see if I can get y'all into them to help out their subscriber count. All right, starting with Wendigoon. Wendigoon, I'm sure y'all know him. His real name's Isaiah. He's from Appalachia, United States, and his rise to prominence, I think he's at like 2.25 million subscribers. I'm subscribed. Is phenomenal to watch because I love his content. I'm a big fan of theology and Bible stuff. On top of that, SCP Foundation stuff, just general out there type of content, which he does. He has the iceberg videos. I'm a big fan of true crime. He has the serial killer iceberg videos, and he's a good guy. He's very Christian, very nice, very wholesome, if you will. Another YouTuber I admire is egregiously. He's a black YouTuber. I think currently he lives in Texas right now. And he's generally a gaming channel. Right now he's playing Resident Evil 4 Remake and God of War, which I think the God of War has like 15 parts on it. And yeah, he's a smart, witty guy. Yeah, he's hardworking. Same thing, he has like 2.2 million subscribers. But egregiously's been on YouTube longer than Wendigoon. Wendigoon's only been on YouTube for like 2 years. Another one is Voice Critical. Charlie from Florida, or Penguin Zero. He has like multiple names. Him too. Big reason I like him is the range of content. He does video game playthroughs, mostly on Twitch. On YouTube you get like little snippets of it. He does anime reviews. He dropped the anime tier list. That was awesome to see his opinion on anime because he has like some hot takes, which I like. I like when people have like various takes on stuff. It isn't just one opinion, which is why when you see on Rotten Tomatoes or Metacritic, it'll say like percentages, because there will be that one or two people who doesn't think that that's the greatest show, movie, or anime of all time. And he's really good about that. He's also funny. He's got the banter too. He's got like that dry, deadpan delivery, and it just works perfectly well with his whole look. Like Jesus, he looks like Jesus, but he's got the deadpan delivery. It's smooth. Another YouTuber I like, it's we don't really know what he looks like. It's more his content that we know, and that's Mr. Manticore. He does the Monument Mythos, which is on season 3 now. And it's if you're a big fan of analog horror, like Five Nights at Freddy's, VHS tapes, Squimpus, McGrimpus, Mandela Catalog, Gemini Home Entertainment, stuff like that, you should check them out. Mr. Manticore, Monument Mythos, which is about American monuments having secrets inside of them. They're not just statues of revered figures. In those revered figures, or like artistic representations of concepts like freedom or Abraham Lincoln, are literal science projects, anomalies that do all kinds of madness and dark stuff to people. Some of them sometimes the government feeds them to people. Some of them are alive, like the Statue of Freedom. So it's pretty cool if you like something fresh, something new, especially within the analog horror sphere, because a lot of it is, if you're a fan of it, you know it's kind of copycat. Like, you know, there's the VHS tape, there's the emergency alert, boop, 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 scary face, stretch out the face. But yeah, another YouTuber I like, Corey Kenshin. He's a really prominent black YouTuber. In fact, he's the black YouTuber I know with the most subscribers. Very good guy. Kind of like Wendigoon in a way. Their personalities are very similar, both very Christian orientated. So it makes him more wholesome too. He's also doing the Resident Evil remake gameplay, and I'm so excited. Another YouTuber I like is... and another YouTuber I really admire, I really like, his name is Matthew. He's from Pennsylvania, and his screen name is Techie101. This guy is an oddball for sure, but I appreciate it. He's known as the One Piece Dictionary. He knows everything about One Piece, for the most part, down to the minute trivia and all that. Like, what chapter did this happen in? Taking's like, oh, this chapter. What did the SBS say? Oh, this chapter. What did Oda say Luffy's favorite food is? Oh, this. He's a good guy, very energetic. Rooting for him. I hope he reaches 1 million. He's at 700 right now. And yeah, he's a cool guy. Kind of cringy, but you know, it has its off days, has its good days. I'm a big fan of his live shows too. Very good live YouTuber. You know, answering questions, getting super chats, really giving us the details on the One Piece story, his theories, other theories, where he creates like this community where we can all come together for One Piece and just have that a hobby, a story we really care about. So I'm excited to see when we find out what the One Piece is, how he reacts to that. Another YouTuber I really like is Dr. Grande. This is a psychology channel run by Dr. Grande. And I'm a big fan of like true crime, psychology, and all that. His channel focuses around that, with some like, you know, celebrity stuff thrown in, but the psychology behind why the celebrity might have been doing what they did versus like tabloid stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, he breaks down serial killers' personalities. He breaks down current true crime cases, older ones, mysteries and all that, missing persons. And like Taking 101, he gives his theories on like what may have happened, what may have been going on, because he has a PhD in psychology. So you know he's an authority over it. Yeah, I like that because he'll have his little bite-sized psychology videos where you'd be like, okay, the personality of Ted Bundy, breaking it down to the DSM level, like really nitty-gritty stuff. Then you have like the personality of, you know, Tana Mongeau, the personality of Ariana Grande, or why Prince Harry psychologically may have given up his titles for Meghan Markle, and why Meghan Markle psychologically gave up her title, wanted him to give up her titles for herself. Another YouTuber is Abba and Preach. They're two Canadian guys. I think they live in the States now, but they're two Canadian black guys, so that's cool. And they're a pop culture type of channel, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this happened. What are your thoughts on this and that? Or current events. Let's say current events YouTubers. Like the Uvalde attack, the Astroworld tragedy, what's going on in Canada sometimes, what's going on in the rap sphere, or like this rapper said this. What are your thoughts on that? Because like I'm a fan of celebrity culture. You know, people say I don't really care what celebrities are doing. I don't care in the sense that, oh my God, I'm going to tweet about it. Like, oh, this really is affecting my sleep. Like, I'm going to go, how could you do that to Haley Baldwin? Selena, how could you do that? But I like knowing. I think I'm just an information type of person. I like, you know, trivial trivia. Like, I don't see any information as useless. So I like it all. Whether it's celebrity stuff, like their birthdays, astro signs, or whether it's that the largest mountain in our solar system is Olympus Mons on Mars. I like it all. It's the same to me. I love it all. Another YouTuber, since we're in the true crime section, I guess. Well, no, not really, because I say Abba and Preach. But whatever. Is Stephanie Harlow and 10 to Life with Annie Elise and Christina Randall, Kendall Ray. Because those four ladies are my main true crime channels, where they break down current cases, court cases, all that. And they pretty much all do similar videos because, you know, the crime committed is just the one crime committed, but everyone has their own thoughts about it. Like the Brian Koberger case, which happened up in Idaho, killed the University of Idaho students, those four. RIP to them. That sucks. That's a tragedy, but it happens. So those four ladies are my true crime go-getters. They'll do... Christina and Annie and Kendall do kind of current cases, while Stephanie will do like older cases. And you'll see their specialties, like in the way they tell a story and their personalities and all on top of that. Oh, and I forgot about her, Bailey Sarian too. All five of those ladies, they're pretty cool people. I like Stephanie. No, I forgot. I thought another one too, Kimberlea too. All six of those ladies are very, very cool people, very smart and intelligent women. You know, they come from a range of backgrounds. Like Christina was in jail. Stephanie was a single mom. Uh, Kimberly is, I think she's a divorcee, but they're all moms except for, I believe, Bailey. I think Bailey is the only one that doesn't have children. Yeah, love it. Big fan. I'm a big fan when women, I'm attracted to that. When women showcase intelligence. And these six women showcase it. You know, they have their opinions on the crime, the information behind the crime, and they all do deep dives. Yeah, Annie at least also has kids. Yeah, Bailey is the only one without kids. Yep. So all those ladies, all six of those ladies are my true crime group. You know, sometimes you get them all do the same case, but you get the different perspectives. Or one will not forget, but won't put in this information. I guess it just didn't stick out to them. While the other one put in the other information. And through all six of them, you get the whole picture. Without doing the research, because that's the whole point of the true crime, is that they tell us, so we ain't got to look it up. But yeah. And I love all six of their personalities individually. You know, you got Stephanie and Kimberly are more mature. So they do the deep dives. They get into nitty gritty stuff and all that. Really, like Stephanie and Kimberly will have like 2-hour videos. And you're like, hey, I'm here for it, bro. Of older crimes too. Both Kimberly and Stephanie do older crimes. Or Stephanie just did one about a missing case about 3 kids from like the 1970s in Australia. Kimberly just did one about a crime in Britain that happened in like 2004. Yeah, and then with Bailey, Kendall, and Annie, I think this is because they're younger. They do more current cases. You know, Bailey Sarian, she's really famous. She's got like pop culture, like girl talk thing going. Annie's got that serious mindset, and Kendall's got like that very concerned. Like you can tell she's very concerned about the victims. They're all concerned about it, but with Kendall, I feel like the most. And yeah, other YouTubers I really like are. I think that might be it. Let me think. Uh, hmm. uh, Dang. Oh, Gabby Smolders, yes. Jacksepticeye's girlfriend. Love her playthrough videos. I like her playthroughs more than his playthroughs, but that just may be because she's cute and she's attractive, so I'm more drawn to that because they're playing pretty much the same game at the same time, doing it differently and all that. Yeah, now I think about it, yeah, I've got some more. Elvis the Alien, and he's cool. He's a big fan of H.P. Lovecraft, science fiction and all that. I'm a big fan of that. He just did a Bloodborne video, which is cool because Bloodborne takes from H.P. Lovecraft, which is probably why he likes it so much, because it's like, oh shit, inspired by H.P. Lovecraft? I'm on it. Yeah, he's got I don't know what to call his channel. It's kind of a commentary / review channel, because he just did a video where he but explains all the Harry Potter movies. He did one where he was explaining The Color Out of Space, which is a H.P. Lovecraft book. But yeah, he's cool. I like his energy. He's got good humor. Yeah, it's got a good merch store too. Go to alienshop.com. Another YouTuber is I think Dead Meat, James A. Janice and his wife Rebecca. Yeah, he does the kill counts. He'll pick a horror. He's a horror movie fanatic, both him and her, and they'll basically, while they're counting, it's more than just a kill count. While they are counting the kills, he's giving you like insider information. Like while counting the kills on screen, he's telling you like, okay, to get this special effect, the team did this and that. And also, you see this shot is actually not in the city that they say it is. It happened in this city. More than just dead guy, dead guy, dead guy, dead guy, dead guy. It's more than that, but it's generally a kill count. Yeah. I named mostly women true crime YouTubers, but I'm gonna name some men now, and I got 3 that stick out of my mind. This is Monsters, which is ran by a guy, I think his name is Giles, Giles. That chapter, which is a guy from, I think he's from Scotland or Ireland, named Mike, and JCS, Jim Can't Swim, which I say is a guy, but it's really a whole company. And that one guy, they use like an AI narration device to make the video. Yeah, same thing, typical true crime, current cases, old cases. But the thing that sets This Is Monsters apart is that his videos are focusing on the person committing the crime. But he's not glorifying it. Because like you said, the channel is called This Is Monsters. Like he's saying, like, yes, this is about that person, their life, whatever crime they committed, but they are a monster. Do not get that mistaken. This is not to go be like them. This is giving you a rundown of how terrible they are. So yeah, like, it's not cool that they're doing this. Yeah, I know a lot of people kind of frown on that in the true crime community or the public in general, how like, oh, you are making it about the killer and not the victim, which is the same problem they had with the Netflix show You, where people were falling in love with Joe, and Penn Badgley, I think his name is, had to come in and say, yo, bro, he's a murderer. No. Or the same thing happened with Dahmer, where another Netflix production, they were like, did you ask the victims of Dahmer if they would want to have fictionalized versions of themselves in a show? No. Did you ask them if they would like to relive that trauma because you're about to film it, or it's going to kind of, have to match up because it's real life? They were like, no. So a lot of people are like, why are they glorifying this? You also see this on TikTok, or like you see like serial killer edits. Like there's this lady named Isabella Guzman. She had killed her mom. And they were making edits of her, like showing her with googly eyes, playing like sexy music behind her, and it's like, no, bro, she murdered somebody. Like they're like, but she's cute. That's the same instance. I remember this guy had hit a mom and her baby, and he went to jail for manslaughter charges because he was. I don't think he was drunk. But yeah, they show his mugshot, and they're like, but he's cute, let him out. So, no. But yeah. Another YouTubers I'm really big of. This is gonna be my controversial picks. Okay. Schneekle and Fresh and Fit. I know. Misogyny. I know. It's purely for entertainment value. And in combination of that, all the red pill community. I'm not a red pillar. I would probably call myself purple, because some things they say are kind of true. No, women want the best man they can get, obviously. That's facts. But yeah, I'm not on the heavy stuff. I watch it just for entertainment because I like getting into the mindsets of people. It's almost the same thing as me watching a true crime video about the psychology of Gary Ridgway. Just because I'm watching that video doesn't mean I want to go out there and kill 49 women. It's not like knowing, like, okay, this is how Gary worked. This is how he was operating. This is how dangerous he was. But I don't want to kill nobody. So with the red pill community, I'm like that with it. Like, yeah, I like seeing their thoughts and ideas. Like, oh, okay, new skill of thought. So on top of that, I like philosophy. So basically, it's a philosophy. And I call red pill the modern day feminism for men. Well, what's feminism for men? Red pill. And that's how humans operate. They'll usually create like it's like a horseshoe theory. The more apart they get, the closer and closer they get together, like a horseshoe. So in some ways, they're all kind of the same. Extreme responses in response to extreme situations that they find themselves in, and responding in their way accordingly. So yeah. But another YouTuber I like, Destiny. On top of that, I'm a big fan of debate. I like debate. I like the sharing of ideas. I like asking that person, "What do you think about that?" Okay, have you considered this? Oh no. Okay, well tell me more about that. Destiny's good at that. He's cool. And I know they don't like each other, but I like Hassan too. Hassan's cool. Big brother Hassan. Yeah, that's cool. Mm, yeah, I think. Let me think some more. Hmm. Yeah, another. I keep saying another YouTuber I like. I like a bunch of YouTubers. Okay, I like YouTube. It's a great website. It's a freedom. It's what I call a freedom site. People can do pretty much whatever they want, say what they want, within reason, obviously. And you feel like this video I'm uploading. There's a guy in his room making a video about YouTubers he likes. Now that's cool. Keeping with that momentum, Daniel from Hiding in My Room. I love the Asian Onision, as Elvis calls him. Train wreck. I think he moved to Japan and back again. And watching Daniel just crumble, pick himself back up, crumble, pick himself back up. And he's an okay person, in my response, but he does some heinous things. But he records it, and I like watching it for the entertainment value. Another group of YouTubers I like, these are two together. It's called Playback. And they're another like black commentary. They're like the junior Abba and Preach. Like, look, I think they have literally half the subs they have, and it's two guys. One's kind of bigger, one's kind of smaller. But yeah, they do the same thing, and they do a lot of videos on each other's content and videos. Like, hey, Abba and Preach said this, Playback said this, Fresh and Fit said this about Abba and Preach, and Playback said this about Fresh and Fit. So it's just another like circular thing, like the true crime. Like they all pretty much use similar videos of pop culture, current events through a black lens. Now, one of my for my fictional stuff, one of my cool channels in terms of like psychology and analyzing stuff and all that is this channel called the Vile Eye. Vile, like evil, like a vile person. And what he does is analyze evil. That's pretty much the whole series. He'll pick a villain from books, movies, TV shows, and break down their psychology. He's kind of like Dr. Grande, but for fictional characters. And that's cool, because I'm a big fan of fictional works. Manga, anime, books, songs technically are fictional because they tell a story, if it tells a story. Yeah. So he's cool too. And, I always wait every week to see, like, oh, is he going to do a villain a villain that I like? And he has. He's done a couple that I like. He did Colonel Kurtz from Apocalypse Now. He did Daniel Plainview from There Will Be Blood. He did Ozymandias from Watchmen. He did Judge Holden from Blood Meridian. He did Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men. And he's done other couple ones of people who I didn't even consider them villains, but then by watching his video, I'm like, yeah, he is. Such as Sal from 1 Hour Photo, starring Robin Williams. Billy Bob Thornton's character in a Bad Santa. That didn't occur to me. I was like, he is the villain of Bad Santa because he's Bad Santa. My mind was blown. Another YouTuber on like the what I would call the fringes of YouTube is a guy called Think Before You Sleep. And sometimes he says some out there stuff, but I agree generally with his mindset. Telling people how it is. Telling them like, hey bro, this isn't just gonna fall out of the sky. Like, if you're 500 pounds, that's bad, no matter how you look at it. You know what I mean? Or like keeping it real, or responses and all that. And he too is a current on YouTube. Like he did one about that girl with the gym video where the dude was staring at her, but he wasn't staring at her. He glanced over. Probably because he was thinking, hey, is she recording me? A lot of people don't like to be recorded. On top of that, I got it right here, my biographics. This is for my history side. He'll pick a figure or an event within history and just break down the timeline of that person. As much information as Simon can give from birth to death. And, hitting the highlights. Another one is Mr. Baldwin. Mr. Ballin is cool, bro. He's a former, I think he was a Navy SEAL. He's a horror YouTuber. He'll do like no scary stories and all that. Like, or like he's venturing more to true crime because that's true horror. It happens in the day, or in the day and the night. And when it's real life, that's terrifying. On top of that, keeping with the scary, Lazy Masquerade. I do believe, I don't know his real name, but I know he lives in Japan with his wife. And he started out that too, like cryptic, scary Reddit stories. Now he's moving on to like true crime stories, like the history behind these dark photos. You know what I mean? Like, oh, right after these photos were taken, tragedy struck. He's pretty cool. I like him too. Back to commentary. I got DJ Ghost for when I need my hood fix, my bait car, my locked in, my scared straight. No, he's a hood YouTuber, cool guy. Bunch of channels, too, bunch of channels. So I like him for like little videos like this 9-year-old steals a bait card. Oh shit. This lady breaks into a house and doesn't know that it's being recorded the whole time talking to her purse. But yeah, on top of that, I like Better Bachelor. I like Better Bachelor. Same thing with the Red Pill adjacent person, because he's not really Red Pill. He's more like a Red Pill light, like kind of sort of affiliated, but not really that. Same thing with like Think Before You Sleep. You know, he's real big on like, yo, tell people how it is. Stop feeding us lies, bro. Hey, the media is lying to you, bro. Like, don't trust them and all that. Or the left has gone too far, the right has gone too far, and stuff like that. Next up for my Bleach content, yes, right, one of the big three in America, Mr. Tomo. British guy, big fan of Bleach. He's pretty much the Bleach techie. But you know, he's got like his versus battles between this character, that character. Does polls like which Bankai do you like? Certain videos like 10 strongest Bankai, 10 weakest Bankai, 10 best Shikai. Or recently he just did a video called Who Would Be the Current Head Commander After Shunsui Quits? My choice being Byakuya Kuchiki. And he was like, yeah, he was in the top 3 spots. It was him, it was Byakuya, Shinji, and Toshiro. And I was like, yeah, Byakuya most likely. For my going back to horror, and I'll call it dead meat adjacent, is Ryan Hollander, Scottish guy. He does horror films and he does like breakdowns and stuff and all that, like the thrills of The Last of Us, the scariness, the menacing freshness of Halloween, or the changing of cinema when Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out, like how it changed the landscape, the beauty of slashers, the failings of slashers, the prominence of ghost stories, the scariest ghost movie, like that. Next up, I'm a big mythology person, huge. Love the old world, stuff like that, legends, myth, current legends and myths, like cryptids and all that. You know, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster. I'll hit you with the U-28 creature, if you know what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Which brings me to John Solom. He does, like, the myth behind legends. Just breaks down the legends. Give you the real legend, not the Disney-fied version. But take it from that. Like, the real Little Mermaid story. Hercules' 12 labors. Hercules' other labors in between those labors. The origin of Santa Claus. The origin of, like, the hellhound, and how every culture has a hellhound. Stuff like that. So he's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Also married. Pretty cool guy. I also follow a lot of women commentary YouTube channels. Like, it's a woman commentating on current events, pop culture, you know, what's going on in the world. One of them being Patience Zena. Black girl from London, very cute, very attractive, love her opinion. More to the right side if I had to give her an ideology, but generally a centrist. On top of that is Ready to Glare. I don't know how she would describe herself, but I would describe her as like goth or emo. I don't know. I don't know the difference. I never knew the difference between that. What is an emo and what's a goth? Yeah, Juliana is her real name. Pretty cool girl. I liked her. Um, for I guess giving me an insight to women's mindset. I really like the Courtney Ryan channel, where she'll bring on women, ask these women general questions like, hey, how much money would you like a guy to make by this age, this age, this age? Or, what do you prefer in a man? Like, does height really matter when it comes to men? Does, peen size really matter? So she helps me see the inside of at least those women. I don't want to make a generalization, like at least those women, which is cool to know. You should always want to know about the other side. It helps. That's what would create peace. The more you know about the other side, the easier things will go. Top of that, big music fan, love all music, bro. Rock, electronica, rap, hip hop, soul, blues, blue-eyed soul. And for that, I got the needle drop, Fantano. Great, love it. I know this is not a YouTube channel, but they probably do have one. Pitchfork. But great, love it. Love it all. Show me new stuff. No matter if it's weird, catchy, not catchy, show me it. You got hits, you got good songs you like, let me know. And Fantano lets me know. So, yeah. On top of that, for more, I guess, weird stuff, weird things, channel called Hannah the Horrible, where she'll go through scary TikToks. Recently, she just did a strange deaths iceberg, where like people died in strange ways, like ways you wouldn't think someone could die in, like in a suitcase upside down. Like, how did they get in that suitcase? Or how this lady caught on fire without nothing externally catching on fire, to the point where only her feet are left. How did that happen? Or like a dude just walking and a eagle drops an egg on it, a rock on his head, stuff like that. But yeah. Also, going back to commentary, Bose versus the World. She used to work for Smosh. Anthony Padilla, I think his name is. Yeah, she's cool. She's also very true crime stuff, but also current events commentary. She just commented on the Selena Gomez, Haley Baldwin finacle, whatever was going on between those two. She was commenting on that. Once again, a cute girl, very attractive, nice white teeth. She used to have like a, I don't know, I guess what you call an emo phase. That's cool. But yeah, like her too. For my nostalgia kick, there's a YouTuber named Billiam. And I like his channel because he reviews shows or like technology from the past that when I was younger, I could have sworn I was the only one who played with those toys or who knew that show. So that's really cool. I like his channel for that reason. Like shows like Metabots or Witch, or that one time the Animal Planet did a fake documentary on mermaids and dragons. I was like, damn, I thought I was the only one who watched that. But yeah, that's a cool channel. I like Billy. Check him out. On top of that, for ASMR, Miss Frivolous Fox, helps me to go to sleep all the time. Shout out to my friend Dana for putting me on ASMR. Changed my life. It's so calming, whispering or doing something menial like a haircut. How it can calm you, relax you. But for that, my number one channel for that is Frivolous Fox ASMR. Check her out. And for my social commentary, like social movements, there's a lady by the name of Tiffany Ferg, T Ferg. I like her. She did videos on minimalism, downsizing, van life, walkability of cities, video essays about that type of content, which is cool, very cool. Let me see here. Nerd Explains. He does survival videos, like little hypothetical videos about, oh, how to survive Halloween 2018 from Michael Myers, and it'll be like, run away when you see him, and leave that city, move immediately. Or for some like anime stuff, I like Bonsai Pop. They're a big channel. They got 1,000 subscribers, but they really need more subscribers. Help them out. They'll do like the tragedy of Vash to Stampede from Trigon, stuff like that. And also like I like Mother's Basement. He is good. He does like a fall recap of anime and all that, or the beauty of English dub openings from back in the like mid '90s to the early 2000s. On top of that, since I'm here, I'm gonna drop the big three: Trash Taste, Joey the Anime Man, Garnt, and Sea Dog VA. They do the podcast together, so they all do similar content. And yeah, I like them all. Like Joey, Garnt, Giguk, Connor, Sid Snap, Aki Dearest. Very cool people. I like them. Let me see. Oh, I'm a big fan of this guy. He's a new YouTuber. He's pretty cool, and I don't know how to describe his content, but I'll just give you a title to one of his videos. It is called "Men Reaching Their Peak at 35 is Cope." His name is Gerber Johnson. Gerber's voice. I like him. I think he's only like 19, young kid. He's cool. I guess I can call him like a men's channel, as in he's like focusing on men's issues, like stuff like, does height matter, or what are your chances of getting with a wife in this social/political climate, or since going back to the Cope video, men reaching their peak at 35. Well, like, bro, you can't be not dating people at 35 and then randomly expect all these available women to be around when you're 35 at your peak, considering the fact that birth rates are down. So he does videos like that. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. Think that might be it. Yeah. Oh, also Jay's Reviews. Yeah, Jay's Reviews, bro. He's cool. He does like he does old video games, like kind of like Billiam, a nostalgia channel, but for video games. Like one of his videos is called "When Nostalgia Becomes Toxic," or the Rise and Fall of 2008 TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Rise and Fall of Jack and Dexter. Is Resident Evil 4 still the best game of all time? And they just came out with the remake, which is really good. Resident Evil, the original versus the remake. Sonic the Hedgehog, a timeline of all Sonic games, starting with Part 1, the classic era, Part 2, the adventure era, Part 3, the modern era. Stuff like that. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. The Thinking Ape. The Thinking Ape, bro, this is a depressing channel, but I like it. He does videos like The Paradox of Female Competition, Personality, Preferences, and the Black Pill with Alex Date Site, Our Land of Confusion, Men's Problems Are Not Women's Problems, Can You Love Women and Understand Them Too? Yep. Big fan. I like also, back to anime, I like the scaling community. The scaling community is the whole, can Saitama beat Goku? So Seth the programmer, and the allegations, I know. Clyde, Swag Kage, 6, I like all that group. They make videos like, how strong is Edo Tensei Madara versus Alive Madara? Stuff like that. From all anime. Like, is Goku the strongest main character? The strongest anime character of all time because he's multi-universal. Since Dragon Ball Super. But yeah, let me see. I think. Yeah. Oh, okay. This guy I like for Game of Thrones. Whenever it's like a deep esoteric knowledge of stuff, I'm gonna call them the Teching 101 of whatever it is. And Alt Shift X is the Teching 101 of Game of Thrones. With videos like, let me see. Let me see. Man, where is videos? Oh, is it? Oh, I was on the wrong one, sorry. With videos like the real Tyrion Lannister, the difference between the book Tyrion and the show Tyrion, which there's a lot of differences. If you read the book, you know that they made Tyrion very different towards the end of that show. Summerhall, the tragedy before Game of Thrones. Blackfire Rebellions, House Targaryen's greatest enemies. The Mystery Knight, Dunk and Egg. Stuff like that for Game of Thrones. Yeah, the Hedge Knight, stuff like that. Let me see. I think. Yeah. I think that's it. Let me see. Yeah. Let me go through. See. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Sorry it's a long video. Peace out.